Okay, this video we're gonna try and go over all of the tools I'm gonna use and what their purpose might be. So first thing, we're gonna need either you're gonna want Phillips screwdriver or a drill. A drill makes it a little easier, but you can still do everything with a screwdriver. So those are your first ones. That's going to take care of all your screws and, well, yeah, it's just simple. It's going to take care of your screws. Next tool, super glue, just some standard super glue. You'll find it's really useful. I'm going to use it a couple of times in repairs in the videos. The next tool is, so this is a specific tool. This is a file. What it's designed to do is it's designed to go onto the board and give you a specific angle for your edge. This one specifically has 90 and I believe 88. Perfect. I like the 90 side, have a nice sharp edge. You'll see the file itself, if I can pop it out of there. Let's see. Oh, come on. Pretty difficult to get out of there, but you'll see it has two sides, like this diamond pattern shape, and this like stripes pattern. I like the diamond shaped side. I don't know the difference. I'd assume just by feel this side's more aggressive than this side. This side's a little bit smoother, so if you wanted to, you could flip it over and do that. While we're talking about that, I think I have a tool somewhere. Yeah. So this is a very specific tool. Similar to a file or sandpaper. This is like a sand and stone. You can take this on your edge and do some fine detail work, clean up any rust spots or anything like that. So there we go. Moving on. Next, simple WD-40, or if you have it, even better would be 3-in-1 oil or graphite powder. I talked about in another video, you can get graphite powder by taking a file and taking a normal writing pencil and rubbing it against the file until there's dust. That's graphite. It's a dry lubricant, but 3-in-1 oil is a wet lubricant, so you could use either. Let's see, what's next? We got, this is a specialized tool for wax. When you wax the bottom of the board, after you get it all smoothed out and stuff, you can use this on it to like polish, make it really smooth. And this brush is good for getting rid of like high spots or any flakes of wax that's left over, things like that. Let's see, next, I guess logically we have wax. I found a little while back that there's different types of wax for different temperatures. So, my region, I like to go for a medium. There's like cold temperature, there's warm temperature, and then there's medium. This is a medium one. I just find it's better all around. But if you went and got like a cold temperature wax and it wasn't performing right when you were out in warmer weather, that's why. I just got the in between. let's see. Next we have, these are P-Tex. It's a type of like plastic wax substance. There's 2 of them. I think in my case, sometimes they're different, like strengths. One's stiffer than the other. In my case, it's not. I think it's just 2 different colors. So this one tends to be more of a clear, slightly off, like maybe a brown color. This one's obviously just black. You can get them in other colors too, but these are the ones I have. And what these do is you light the end on fire, and you let it drip down into scratches and gouges and stuff on your board, and that'll fill it with a stronger material than just normal wax. That way later on you can put the normal wax on top of it, and everything will be nice and smooth. For the wax itself, when you're waxing the bottom of the board, it's nice to have something like just a normal clothes iron. And it's because it has a nice large area that gets it gets warm. It's not like super hot. It won't make the wax like smoke or anything like that, but it's enough to melt the wax fairly easily. Plus it's a nice large surface area, so when you go against the board or your skis or whatever you're doing, it helps you get a nice smooth layer. So that's you can get a battery powered one, or this one just plugs in. You can get a big one, you can get a small one, but it doesn't really matter. You're gonna want a lighter, just a regular everyday lighter. In a pinch, you can use the lighter to melt wax onto the board, but you won't be able to smooth the wax out. I would not recommend using the lighter like on top of your board and hoping that it smooth out. That doesn't work. But you can use it to like drip wax onto the board before you use this. And then the lighter also is used for lighting the end of the P-Tex wax. So, let's see, what's next? A metal scraper. This is nice for when you're done waxing the board and you're trying to smooth everything out. This is a little more aggressive, but this will take the surface wax off. You can see it right there, and make it nice and smooth. And then along the same lines, we have a plastic version of that. It's a little bit softer on the board, but you'll see that it does the same thing. And then next, we just have a normal file. You could use one of the files that comes with this like kit, but I like another file because it can be used for a lot of different things while we're doing this. And then final thing I believe you need would just be a normal razor blade. Any type of like box cutter or razor blade would work, but it's nice to have one that has the option to get like long and can be quite flat. So just a tip. Razor blades not super necessary. You can get around most of it with just a metal scraper or something like this. That would also work because a lot of the stuff we're doing, it would just be like scratching, making texture and stuff for this stuff to stick to. So you could use a razor blade, but if you don't want to and you're scared it might cut you or something like that, that's understandable, and you can just use a normal blade. But I do believe that should be all the tools that I use personally, and that you should need to work on a snowboard or a set of skis.